Hi future doctors, welcome to the next class. In this class we'll see projectile motion one shot. So what is projectile? Then how they may ask the questions on this. Any object which is projected into air by making an angle theta other than 90 degrees with the horizontal. So this is the velocity of projection. Velocity of the projection at any point at point of projection is like this, tangent drawn with this curved path. So if you want what is the velocity here, you have to draw one tangent here. You have to draw one tangent here, isn't it? So this is nothing but projectile motion, which is moving under the gravity, we are going to say. Now what is the horizontal distance it is covering? Because it is reaching along x-axis some distance. So what is the vertical distance it is covering? It is moving vertically also. So at one particular point, it is going to reach maximum vertical distance. This is only maximum height, we will say. So horizontal distance also it is going to cover. Horizontal distance also increasing. The maximum horizontal distance only we are calling it as range. Now how we are going to calculate this? After t time, after particular amount of time, if object is going to be here after t time. Now, what is the horizontal distance it is covering? X. What is the vertical distance it is going to cover? Y. So, how we will get this means we came to know equations of motion along horizontal direction. Sx equal to uxt plus of axt square. Now, Sx is going to be x. Now, what is ux? What is ax? So, if you have taken initial velocity like this, what is the horizontal velocity? What is the vertical velocity? Resolution of this one into two components. This is u cos theta. So, this is u sin theta. Therefore, horizontal velocity, if it is making theta angle, horizontal velocity is u cos theta. Vertical velocity is u sin theta. This is going to be u cos theta t. Equation 1. What about Ax? In horizontal direction, always acceleration is 0. In vertical direction, acceleration is going to be, if it is vertically projected body, minus g. We have thrown vertically projected with u sin theta. Therefore, Ay is minus g. In horizontal direction, there is no acceleration due to gravity. There is no force. Therefore, we will take Ax as 0. Next, Sy, uyt plus of Ayt square. Now, Sy is y. So, y is equal to u sin theta t minus of gt square. On this equation also, they are going to give the questions. Next, this one they will write x equal to uxt. This one they will write y is equal to uyt minus of gt square. In another form, they are going to write. Now, what is the displacement it is covering in t time? What is the displacement means? This is the displacement. Let us assume this is going to be r bar. O2p, what is the displacement? What is the displacement means? R bar is equal to xi cap plus yj cap. What is x, what is y means? These two, x and y. So, simply they will give you theta, then we are going to get like this. What is the initial velocity in vector form? U bar is equal to uxi cap plus uy j cap. Then u bar is equal to u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta j cap. This is the initial velocity at point of projection in vector form. Now, what is the velocity after t time? This is the displacement we cover. What is the velocity after t time? Now, what is the velocity means? Again, we have to find Vx equal to ux plus axt. Vy is equal to uy plus ayt. Now, what is Vx? Horizontal distance after t time. So, u cos theta, ax is 0. What is Vy? So, Vy is u sin theta minus gt. That is horizontal distance means, horizontal velocity, vertical velocity after t time means at this point what is its velocity. If this is the projectile, so after t time it is here, then what is its velocity means? So horizontal velocity Vx, vertical velocity Vy. Now magnitude wise and vector wise how they will write means Vxi cap plus Vy j cap. Magnitude means root of magnitude of velocity, root Vx square plus Vy square. How much angle it is going to make after t time? So see here, if initial velocity is going to be theta, what is the velocity after t time? Alpha, let us say. How you will get that alpha means, first initial theta, how you will get means, tan theta is equal to uy by ux. If you divide uy and ux, you will get tan theta. Same like that, tan alpha is equal to vy by vx. What is vy? U sin theta minus gt by u cos theta. You observed one thing, horizontal velocity at initial point u cos theta. After t time also it is going to be u cos theta. Therefore, there is no change in horizontal velocity. During the projectile case, at any point, at any point, horizontal velocity remains same. That is going to be u cos theta because ax is 0. In horizontal direction, we have taken horizontal acceleration as 0. Therefore, horizontal velocity is constant. Next, what is the change in velocity? Change in velocity after t time along x-axis, along y-axis. So what is the after t time? What is the final velocity? U cos theta. Initial velocity u cos theta. Therefore, change in velocity along x-axis is 0. Now, what is change in velocity along y-axis? Delta Vy. What is final velocity after t time? U sin theta minus gt. Initial velocity u sin theta. Therefore, change in velocity magnitude is going to be gt. After t time, they are going to ask what is the change in velocity. Next, what is the velocity after reaching same point of projection? Means here, velocity after reaching same point of projection. Now, what we are going to get means here. So, here it is the initial velocity u cos theta. This is going to be u sin theta. So, here velocity is going to be same velocity is going to reach, but theta direction is going to be changed. Means u sin theta is going to be coming downwards, u cos theta is going to be horizontal direction. Therefore, initial velocity u cos theta plus u sin theta means final velocity after reaching ground is u cos theta I cap minus u sin theta j cap. How they will ask question means initial velocity 3I cap plus 4j cap. What is the final velocity after reaching ground? That is going to be 3I cap minus 4j cap. Y component is going to be reverse. Now, what is the velocity at maximum height? Okay, so after reaching maximum height, what is its velocity? So, if it is reaching maximum height, if it is reaching maximum height, so what is its velocity means you are projecting with vertical velocity uy. After reaching here, vy is going to become 0. Vertical velocity going to become 0. But we said already horizontal velocity. How much is the horizontal velocity? U cos theta. U cos theta remains same. Therefore, at the top of the projectile or maximum height, velocity is going to be u cos theta. Now, time taken to reach maximum height, time taken to reach ground, time of ascent. What is the formula? U sin theta by g. In case of vertically projected body, u by g will get. This u sin theta only uy by g. Isn't it? Next, time of descent, it is also same. That is also u sin theta by g. That is uy by g. Next, what is the maximum height formula? So, maximum height is u square sin square theta by 2g. This one only uy square by 2g. So, in case of vertically projected body, what is the maximum height formula? U square by 2g. Next term. In addition to this, it is going to gain range. What is the range formula means? U square sin 2 theta by g. This one only they will write 2u square sin theta cos theta by g. So, that is going to be 2u sin theta u cos theta divided by g. This u cos theta u sin theta we will write it as 2ux uy by g we will write, isn't it? This is the range equation. So, previously we discussed one question, means equation x equal to uxt, y is equal to uyt minus of gt square. On this, they will ask question like this: x is equal to 3t, y is equal to 4t minus 5t square. So at the time, you have to use, so ux as 3, uy as 4, then they will ask time of ascent, time of descent. So we will substitute here. Then you will get the answers. Next, in addition to this, so path of the projectile. What is the path of this projectile means? So we will get by using these two equations, path of the projectile is parabola, y is equal to ax minus bx square. Then what is the maximum height? What is the range? They will ask by using this equation. What is A here? A is going to be tan theta. What is B? G by 2u square cos square theta. So by using this equation, y is equal to tan theta x minus g by 2u square cos square theta x square. So from this, if you have taken common x tan theta, so 1 minus x by r. This formula is also important. This is the horizontal distance, vertical distance, angle of projection and range equation. How they will ask question on this means, so it is going to clear a wall which is at some horizontal distance. At x distance, it is having y vertical height, the h they will give. With how much theta we have to project to reach range r, they will ask. At that time, we have to use this equation. Next, from this, how they will get this range, time and all this means, I am giving two equations. Range is a by b, maximum height is a square by 4b. So full video if you want means, we have given 10 minutes video. You will get each and every information there very clearly. Here we are doing short, therefore we cannot give all the information, but maximum how much they may ask. So we are going to discuss. Next, maximum range. When the range is going to be maximum. So when the range is going to be maximum means, if you are projecting projectiles like this, by making 15 degrees, by making 30 degrees, by making 45 degrees. So where the range is going to be maximum means A, B, C. So 15 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees. Later 60 degrees. Isn't it? 60 degrees means it is reaching B. Next 75 degrees, it is reaching A. So 90 degrees, it is reaching origin only. So these two angles, 30 degrees plus 60 degrees, 15 plus 75 and 45 plus 45, all these sum is going to be 90 degrees. So if sum of two angles is going to be 90 degrees, that is going to be complementary angles. If theta 1 is theta, theta 2 is 90 minus theta. If both the projectors projected with same velocity, they are going to acquire same range. Now out of all this, which is having maximum range means 45 degrees angle. Why? Because according to formula u square sin 2 theta by g. So if it has to be maximum means sin 2 theta should be 1. 2 theta should be 90 degrees. Then theta is going to be 45 degrees. Isn't it? So range is going to be maximum. Then what is the maximum height for maximum range? Maximum range, whenever it is reaching, what is the maximum height, they will ask. So what is the maximum range now? R maximum is u square by g, correct? Because sin 2 theta is 1. Now what is maximum height equation here? U square sin square theta by 2g. So u square by g sin square 45. Sin square 45 is u square by g 1 by root 2 whole square 1 by 2. That is going to be u square by 2g. So R maximum by 2. This is for projectile. Projectile case, R maximum and H maximum relation you will get. And they will get H maximum and R relation. You will divide. All those you will get from these formulas. So what is the range ratio for complementary angles? R1 is to R2 is going to be 1 is to 1. They are going to acquire same range if angles are complementary angles. What is the maximum height ratio? H1 by H2 is going to be tan square theta. In maximum height, u square sin square theta by 2g. Since square is there, you will get tan square theta. So time of flight or time ratio, you will get tan theta. Which theta we should take means theta is 30 degrees, theta dash is 60 degrees. So sum is going to be 90. Then which theta you should take means always theta should be 30 degrees we are going to take, because theta 1 plus theta 2 is going to be 90 degrees. Theta 2 is 90 minus 30. This theta you should take 30 degrees for 30 and 60 degrees. This is about maximum range, how they are going to get. And relations they will ask. Relations means you have to multiply R1, R2. So R1 is U square sine 2 theta by G into R2 is U square sine 2 times of 90 minus theta by G. So you will get one relation, same like that H1, H2, T1, T2. So you can multiply and you have to remember those final relations. So these we have given in the previous videos. You can go and watch. You will get clear idea, because all these we cannot do within this 20 to 25 minutes video, isn't it? Next, within this radius of curvature of the projectile, very important topic, and later we will see kinetic energy option. So radius of the projectile means it is going to be interlinked with circular motion. If you project with u velocity, then so what is the radius of this curvature at point of projection? So this is the radius. Same like that they will ask at top of the projectile. So top of the projectile, so this is the radius of the curvature r. So the here velocity is going to be u cos theta. Now what is this r means? In this direction, what is the acceleration due to gravity means? G. Therefore centripetal acceleration is going to be g. What is centripetal acceleration formula? AC. A is equal to v square by r. Then r is equal to v square by g. What is v at this point at maximum height means? What is the velocity means? U cos. Therefore u square cos square theta by g. Here also same formula you will get. AC is equal to u square by r. Here initial velocity is u. Then what is the acceleration due to gravity on this? It is going to be theta. Acceleration due to gravity will be downwards, isn't it? This is going to become theta. So therefore acceleration due to gravity is g cos theta. So g cos theta. So from here r is equal to u square by g cos theta. Next, so what is the kinetic energy, potential energy relations at point of projection? At point of projection, initial kinetic energy is half mu square. So what is the kinetic energy at topmost point or maximum height they will ask? That is half m. What is the velocity at topmost point means? U cos theta whole square. That is nothing but at the topmost point half m u square cos square theta. So kinetic energy at topmost point Ki cos square theta. Now, what is the potential energy? So, what is the potential energy at topmost point means mg h maximum. So, mg, what is maximum height? U square sin square theta by 2g. If you cancel these two, half mu square sin square theta. Again, what is half mu square? Ki sin square theta. This is the potential energy at topmost point. What is the kinetic energy at some vertical distance? Here you have to calculate velocity. Velocity after t time formula we have to use, isn't it? Correct. Velocity after t time, if you use velocity you are going to get. So kinetic energy you will get. If you want potential energy, what is the vertical distance after t time? Vertical distance means Sy is equal to Uyt plus of Ay t square. This formula we have to use to calculate this vertical distance. Horizontal distance if you want, in this not required. If you want means x equal to uxt, isn't it? Like this we will calculate. Next, what is the average velocity and displacement? What is the average velocity means? Always average velocity normal definition is total displacement by total time. So what is the average velocity for this entire projectile they will ask? Entire projectile displacement is r. What is the time taken? Total time. Therefore, r is u square sin 2 theta by g divided by total time is 2u sin theta by g. So, if you calculate, you will get one equation. So, what is the average velocity in time of Sn time? Time of Sn time, this is the displacement, S bar. Now, what is the displacement here? R bar by time of ascent. R bar is nothing but xi cap plus yj cap. What is x means here? Half of the range. Y means maximum height. That equation you have to substitute here. Then how much angle of elevation they are going to ask. How much angle it is going to make means, so that relation also we have given. So angle of elevation alpha and relation between angle of projection theta. So tan alpha opposite side by hypotenuse. Tan alpha you will get half tan theta. Next, they will ask change in momentum whenever projectile is projected. So what is the change in momentum after reaching here? So already we discussed change in velocity. If you find change in velocity along y-axis, if you product with mass, that is only change in momentum. So like this, they are going to ask the questions. Just you can multiply. So these relations also very important. So if you multiply these two, so u square sine 2 theta by g into u square sine 180 minus theta. So what is sine 180 minus 2 theta? You should come to know. Maybe you may get R1, R2 is going to be half h of h something you are going to get, h by 2 you are going to get something. So you can cross check how much relation we are going to get. Next, if it is at 2 times at same height, so they are going to ask this type of questions. H, so T1, T2. So in vertically projected body also will get, it is going to cross a point P 2 times, T1, T2. So what you will get, this H means, H is going to be of G T1 T2. Here also you will get same equation of G T1 T2. So what is the total time they will ask? T is equal to T1 plus T2 is going to be 2u sin theta by G. So these relations you will get from vertically projected body. So same relations we are going to get by using projectile. So by using these equations, almost you can get so projectile motion solution. But whenever you are going to get more equations and derivations, you can leave and you can go for next question. Directly, if you have known the equation, then only you can try to solve. Otherwise, it will become very big problem for us when solving the problems in final exam.